Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. My name is MetagrossMan and I am your coach for the Texan Clearbodies in season number 3 of the Alola International, and this is our week 3 match against your boy Specs King and his Portland Porygons in Alola International season 3. For those of you guys who were curious, where we were 2 weeks ago, what happened to uploads, things like that, I encourage you to check out the upload that went up yesterday, or earlier this week rather, not yesterday. It was the 2017 end of year review. I encourage you to check that out because that's where I cover where I was, what we did. I'll give you guys a couple seconds to switch videos. Now that you know what happened, we actually took a break. We took a little bit of a break for the winter season. We took a Christmas break, which turned into a New Year's break, and we are back though. We are back. We just took a little bit of a winter break type thing for the sake of like family time and holidays and all that. So we took a 2-week hiatus, no big deal. But we are back for week 3, and starting next week we'll be back on week 4, so we are back on track. But anyway, we're here for our week 3 game, and because of time constraints and the fact that nobody decided, nobody wanted to team build and do everything on time. Again, nobody's fault, but nobody wanted to do anything when they were supposed to, so we all, well, not all of us, but some of us fell behind to a point that we decided that this week only Showdown was okay. So we decided to play it on Showdown for time constraints sake, because battles were due the day that I'm recording this. So I'm actually recording this right after doing the battle, and the title will speak for itself. So yeah, with that said, let's go ahead and jump on into Pokemon Showdown, starting off with the team builder and right into the battle. So, as always, on the right side of the screen, you have my draft as well as my opponent's draft available to you, so you have ideas as far as the thought process that went into deciding what to bring, and so on and so forth. So, making a season debut as we get going, we have BK, Burger King, our Blaziken with a Life Orb Blaze ability, because I'm not allowed to have Speed Boost Blaziken because that's not what is available. Only Blaze Blaziken is available. So I decided to run with Blaze Blaziken. So we are bringing Blaze Blaziken this week with Earthquake, Flare Blitz, High Jump Kick, and Knockoff. Earthquake for Nidoqueen, Earthquake for Diancie, and Earthquake for a few other things, but particularly those two things. Flare Blitz for Celesteela. Either if it's physically defensive, I get 1-hit KO. If it's especially defensive, I get 2-hit KO. High Jump Kick is specifically for his Kyurem Black, which is a threat in its own self. And then Knockoff is item utility as well as super effective damage on Meloetta. I expect him to bring the Silvally, because he does have access to any Silvally variant. And if I had to guess what variant of Silvally he was going to bring, maybe fire, maybe water, I don't know, one of the two. Just because I have a Mega Aggron and he has a Celesteela, and probably fire, or probably water, to be honest with you, just so he can have a switch into the Flare Blitz if I decide to fire a Flare Blitz at his face with a Celesteela. Subseed Celesteela is going to be a problem, and I know that. So, that's our set there. We have 28 HP, max attack, and then 228 speed with the Jolly Nature. 228 speed Jolly Nature allows me to hit 141. My speed tier to break for the majority of this team was Nidoqueen. Max speed Nidoqueen hits 140. So I have enough speed to outspeed base 140 max speed, which is 228 speed in this set, 28 HP because I can make it uneven and still be okay, and then max attack because I need the attack power. So, the next thing we have on our team this week is our Stealth Rocker Titanium, our Mega Aggron, starting off with Sturdy right into his filter ability, carrying Stealth Rock, Avalanche, Heavy Slam, and Fire Punch. With 140 HP, 12 attack, 12 defense, max special defense, and 92 speed. Let me cover this. Stealth Rocks are Stealth Rocks. It's super effective damage on his Silvally if he decides to bring like fire or something like that. Nidoqueen chip damage. Chip damage in general. Stealth Rocks are helpful. Especially against things like Diancie before they come up on it. And Kieran Black, especially Kieran Black. That's the big reason that Stealth Rocks are there. Avalanche actually 2-hit KOs Nidoqueen if it's defensive. If it's offensive, 1-hit KOs after I take a hit from Nidoqueen. And with my filter ability, I should be able to take a hit. Heavy Slam for Kieran Black. Heavy Slam for Diancie. Just a couple things. Fire Punch there, specifically for Chestnut if he decides to bring that. Heavy Slam is also the stab of choice. 140 HP, 12 attack, 12 defense, max special defense, 92 speed. Let's cover it. 92 speed allows me to have enough speed to outspeed defensive, non-speed invested Celesteela. Physical defensive Celesteela hits with 81 speed. I outspeed it by hitting 82. So I outspeed Celesteela and can click Fire Punch on it and like 5-hit KO it or something like that if it's physically defensive. I should have put Fire Blast here now that I look at it, but hey, it's fine. 12 attack guarantees the 2-hit KO on defensive Nidoqueen, so that's all I needed. 12 defense because I had that left over. Max special defense because I want to be able to take a Focus Blast from Meloetta. And Fire Black, blah 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 blah. Sorry, Fire Back with a Heavy Slam. I don't know what's wrong with my voice today. Excuse me. I can also take a single Earthquake from the Nidoqueen if I need to because of Sturdy. I can take 1 Earth Power depending on where I'm sitting because of Filter. And can fire back with either Avalanche or Heavy Slam. 12 defense because I have that left over, and then 140 HP is all I need to put there, considering that I want an uneven HP number, and if I go more than 140, I go even, and I don't want to do that. So that's our set there. The next thing we have on our team this week is our Vaporeon, Leftovers, Water Absorb, Scald, Hidden Power Grass, Ice Beam, Shadow Ball, 224 HP, 236 defense, 24 special attack, 12 special defense, and 12 speed. Now, I made a bunch of boo-boos this week, and I'll explain what I'm talking about in the battle more so, but you all will know Shadow Ball is a mistake, and you'll find out why I say that. Scald is just Scald for potential burn chances and things like that. Hidden Power Grass is so I have a switch in for Gastrodon, or Gastrodon doesn't wall me. Ice Beam is for Dodrio and Kieran Black, as well as Diancie and Chestnut. Shadow Ball was supposed to be for Meloetta, and you'll find out why I call that a mistake in the battle, because I don't know Meloetta as well as I thought I do, clearly. 224 HP is all I need to have the uneven HP number, considering what I had left over. 24 special attack is what I need to have for Nidoqueen to get 2-hit KO'd if it's an offensive Nidoqueen, I believe, if I remember the count correctly. 12 special defense because I have that left over. 236 defense. After that, the damage output does not change. And then 12 speed is enough to outspeed Chestnut and guarantee that I'm outspeeding it if it puts at least 20 speed EVs in his speed. 20 or 24 speed EVs. I have enough speed to outspeed that and guarantee I outspeed it if he decides to bring it. I can click off Ice Beam and 2-hit KO it depending on where he's sitting. So that's the thought process there. The next thing on our team this week is Gara, our Sand Setting Shuckleberry Tyranitar. This is another case for Nidoqueen. I can 2-hit KO Nidoqueen without it 1-hit KOing me. Crunch is Stab, also Meloetta for effective damage. Iron Head is for Kieran Black and the other thing, Kieran Black and Mega Diancie. Fire Blast for Celesteela. 100 special attack Celesteela, 100 special attack Fire Blast off of Tyranitar special attack stat. Will 2-hit KO Celesteela if it's physically defensive, and I believe it 3-hit KO is especially defensive, but I can't remember the count exactly. 220 HP, 36 attack, 100 special attack, 148 special defense, and 4 speed. I'll cover all of that in a second. 220 HP because that's all I had left over. 36 attack allows Earthquake to 2-hit KO, allows an offensive Nidoqueen, I believe it was. An offensive Nidoqueen gets 1-hit KO'd at like 80% or something, and then like defensive Nidoqueen gets 2-hit KO depending on if he has a Shuckleberry or not. And then like Fire Blast is specifically there for Celesteela, like I said. Crunch is for Meloetta, which was a good choice on my part. And then Earthquake 2-hit KOs pretty much anything else on his team except for Dodrio, which is a flying type, which is why I have Crunch there as well. 148 special defense just because I have the option to do that, and I was going to go for more of a specially defensive set anyway in case he decided to bring you know, physical or special Diancie or special Kieran Black. I have a check to that in a sense. And then 4 speed is just there so that Celesteela doesn't speed tie with me. I just put a little bit speed because I had that left over. It literally, my EVs worked out exactly so that I had 4 EVs left over, because after 148 special defense, if I went 152 special defense, the damage output did not change. So the EVs actually ended up working out so that I had exactly 4 EVs left, and I threw those in speed so that the Celesteela didn't outspeed me. So that's the thought process there. Shuckle Berry is so that the Nidoqueen cannot 2-hit KO or 3-hit KO me before I can 3-hit KO it. And the next thing on our team is Grand Mole, our Life Orb Excadrill with Sand Rush, Swords Dance, Shadow Claw, Iron Head, Earthquake. Another mistake, Shadow Claw. You'll learn why in a minute, or in the battle as well. Earthquake is Staff of Choice. Iron Head for Kieran Black and the other thing, and also Celesteela. Shadow Claw is also technically there for Celesteela if I wanted it to be, and then Swords Dance because I didn't have a 4th move to put there. 92 HP, max attack, 164 speed, Jolly Nature. Once again, 164 speed Jolly Nature allows me to hit 141, which allows me to outspeed the Nidoqueen by 1 point, and then I outspeed everything else in the sand all I want. Shadow Claw, if I crit, would kill Celesteela. It would be a 2-hit KO probably. But yeah, that's really, there's not really much to this. And then the next thing and the final thing is a little bit of a crutch in my opinion. Motorboat, our Rotom-Mow. This specifically was there for his Gastrodon if he decides to bring it. Will-O-Wisp technically was also there to burn his Kieran Black if he decides to be physical. It could also burn Diancie before Mega Evolving just so I get that thing on a timer. Pain Split for recovery. I wish I put Volt Switch here instead of Pain Split, but again, hindsight's 2020. Leaf Storm was for Gastrodon. I technically also have Leaf Storm for Sub-Valley Water just to bring it, and then Defog for Hazard Control in case he puts Stealth Rocks on my team, especially because of Blaziken on our team. I decided to bring especially defensive Kieran Black, or especially defensive Rotom-Mow because I can take 1 hit from a Kieran Black through Levitate even. I can take 1 hit from him and fire back with a Leaf Storm or Will-O-Wisp depending on if he's physical or not. So that's kind of the thought process there. I can take 1 hit, but I feel like this thing was overall a crutch more than a helpful thing. But again, it did help as well, so I can't really say all that much bad about it. But yeah, so with that said, let's jump on into the match. As we see on my opponent's side, he brings Silvally, he brings Celesteela, he brings Meloetta, he brings Dodrio, he brings Mega Diancie, and he brings Kieran Black. Very scary team. Kieran Black was a pain to deal with, and prep for. I believe he leads with Silvally here, and I lead with Rotom-Mow, and I find out it's instantly Silvally Water once the replay begins. So with that said, we know what the leads are. If I can find my mouse, let's get going. So I lead with Rotom-Mow, and he leads with Silvally. Switches into Kieran Black because he doesn't want to take a Grass type move, because duh. And I click Will-O-Wisp. I'm like, okay, cool, I get to burn this thing. I get to burn the Kieran Black instantly, so in case he's physical, I instantly shut him down. If he's special, then I kind of didn't do anything. And if he's mixed, I've stopped him on the physical side, so that's good. So Will-O-Wisp, Kieran Black is burned, which is good. Here's the Ice Beam, guaranteeing that he's probably special. Here's my Leaf Storm that does a decent chunk of damage, not too much. Special attack drops, and I sack here because I don't see a use or a switch in. So I'm forced to sack Motorboat here, unfortunately. And I go right into my Mega Aggron. I go to Mega Aggron because I'm like, I can get rocks up here because he's not going to stay in. I can also click just Heavy Slam and blow him back. So I get a good switch in. He switches into Celesteela. I Mega Evolve and I click Heavy Slam. I knew Celesteela was the switch in, which by the way that is physically defensive Celesteela. But he clicks Leech Seed here, and I knew Celesteela was a problem, which is why I have Fire Punch on this. But I click fire, or I click Stealth Rocks here as he clicks Leech Seed. I click Rocks, he clicks Leech Seed, and I'm like, I'm not dealing with this Leech Seed bullshit. So I'm switching out into Blaziken, taking the Flamethrower like a champion. He doubles out to Silvally, which ends up being Silvally Water. I click Knock Off here, and I learned another thing. I cannot knock off a plate. I learned another thing. So I find out he's Silvally Water, and I double out. He clicks Parting Shot. I'm like, okay. He makes the momentum play into Celesteela. I'm like, this is really irritating. I fire off a Scald, and I score the burn, which is great. Celesteela's now on a timer. He gets Leech Seed. I'm not having this Leech Seed. I'm not having Leech Seed. I'm switching out now into Blaziken again. Blaziken takes the Flamethrower to the face. He doubles back into Silvally Water as he after he takes burn damage. Back into Silvally Water. I'm like, not having it. Then click Earthquake, do a decent chunk of damage. And now he's in range for Knockoff to kill him in case he decides to stay in or switch. He decides to sack and into Diancie. I'm like, okay, well, I don't want to take a hit. I can go to Vaporeon, shoot one hit. Earth Power, that's an offensive Celesteela. That's an offensive Diancie. He doesn't want to take a Water type move, so I fire off that exact Water type move. Scald comes off. Takes the burn damage. Toxics me, which is interesting because I didn't think Kieran Black would like run Toxic, but I fire another Scald and the burn kills Kieran Black, which is great. Into Meloetta. Okay, so into Meloetta, he clicks Focus Blast and I live. Or sorry, he clicked Energy Ball and I lived because of my HP EVs. I lived because I had just like 12 special defense EVs. I lived because of that, I think. And right here, I click Shadow Ball. And it said immune. I'm like, I don't know what that means. Then I look at his type. Meloetta is normal psychic. I forgot Meloetta was a normal type. So I can't touch Meloetta. I should have just clicked Scald and just did that. If I had known Meloetta's type, that's probably what I would have done. There were 3 misplays throughout this entire game. That's the first. So now he clicks like Psychic for free, and I'm thinking, what item are you? You know, you're not Life Orb, you're not Scarfed, you're not Spexed, you're not Choiced in any fashion, you're not Life Orb, what are you? Because I didn't see any Leftovers recovery either. He gets a crit on the, Psychic, which is irrelevant because I wasn't going to live anyway. Into Mega Aggron because I'm like, okay, cool. Take the Focus Blast because of my special defense. I click Avalanche and reflect the damage back. He misses the Focus Blast, which is unfortunate. I click Heavy Slam and I claim the kill. Honestly, I could have clicked Heavy Slam twice and just done it there, but I didn't. And Aggron here, I didn't see a switch in. So I let Aggron die here, trying to take the hit. I let Aggron die here. Go to Blaziken. He clicks Diamond Storm. Right here, here's the second misplay. Why did I go into Blaziken there? I knew Blaziken was my win condition endgame, but I went into Blaziken instead. And then I take the Moonblast because I have my special defense EVs and I'm specially defensive. I take the Moonblast, he's about to fire at my face, and I click off the cleanest of Iron Heads and kill the Diancie. Sand comes up, which is good. Moonblast, I take the hit because of my EVs. Special defense falls, which is unfortunate. Critical hit Iron Head. The crit 1 did not matter. Second, it's crit for crit. Now, here, I clicked Earthquake. Here's the second misplay. I clicked Earthquake on a flying type. When I had Crunch, I clicked Earthquake on a flying type for some reason. Then I die to a high jump kick. Oh, never mind. It doesn't matter. I clicked the move, but he's faster than me anyway, so he dies. I die anyway, so it doesn't matter. Go to Excadrill. Make the same mistake. I clicked Earthquake on a freaking flying type. I don't know why. There's the third misplay of the game. It's a 2-0 loss, which is a little unfortunate. But if I had clicked Iron Head like I was supposed to, I would have had the game. Depending on if Dodrio died. I click Iron Head and I have Blaziken standing there still. I click Iron Head and then Dodrio either dies or does not die depending on the set. And then I go into Blaziken endgame and click Flare Blitz twice and I win the game, depending on if he's not Scarfed. If he's a Scarf Dodrio, then that would have been different. But hey, it's a good game. GG's to Specs, of course, because it was a good game. It's been a little while, so I'm a little rusty. And today's just not been my day. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyways, I'll see you guys again in our Week 4 game. I don't know who we're playing. You'll find out when I know. But yeah, I'll see you guys in our Week 4 game. And yeah, until then, this is your coach for the Texan Clearbodies. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, of course. And also follow me on my social media, which is down below. And yeah, with all that said, my name is MetagrossMan, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, y'all.